Fighter 6.
เ
front line. Custom room. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Show me everything you have.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Pay attention!
Gets a good read on their opponent. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Will this super art connect? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Will that super be the turning point? In a dire situation, they can't afford it, and that's a KO! Timed that perfectly. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Great work finding the opening. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Anti-air drops. Player experiencing burnout. Going in. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Plenty of time left for some drama. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Risky anti-air in the clutch. Zones with the fire. Looking to plant him with the pile drive. It's too much. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throw zone. What's next? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Aerial Tatsu! Target locked and KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Heavy punch sends him flying. Brushes that off and keeps going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Were they baiting them into that? Looking for a chance. Flashes him. They continue to battle it out in the middle. This is gonna hurt. A real test to punish counter sets the table. Hit that with confidence. They gotta dig down deep here. A jump in, flatlines him. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hope this is gonna be bad news. Gets through the opening. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What are they thinking here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Heats it up with a combo into super. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Takes a trip. Not shy with the grab. The big play does it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps up. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Ghoul gain control of the match in the early going. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 has the meter lead. Hits him with a stop and pop. They're at the center, down to the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. A super art? That's not gonna hit. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? The throw missed. Smart connects with the throw. They're going for the super art. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill.
Let's go.
Taking no prisoners.
How'd I lose?
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round?
Pay attention.
Anticipates the overlap. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. All right. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. From up above. Life lead opens up. Not the big play does it. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Nails the anti-air. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player, burnout activates. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. What'll happen here? Uses the target combo as a filler. Breaks the block with a throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. But that's not gonna hit. That's gonna leave him rattled. One chance here may end this match. What now? Raw super hard incoming. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in catches them. Reads them. Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What a KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the target lock and scoop. Player one has the life advantage. Headbutt. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Experiencing burnout. Was hungry for the ground. No escaping that. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Great work finding the opening. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Goes for the command grab. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Reads them. A comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Their life is looking critical. The big play does it. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Experiencing burnout. Were they baiting them into that? It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped. The low's blocked. Player one will need to play. Screw pile driver. You need guts to pull that off. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Show me everything. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Well-timed command throw there. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Holds moves out with the block. Not shy with the grab. Taking stock. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Sticks the jump in. Reads it. The big play does it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Looking to plan them with a pile drive. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Devil Song. They gotta go for it while they're buffed. Player 1 is target locked and scoop. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Nothing but air. Hits them with this free flow. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Here comes the throw zone. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2 can't draw critical. What's gonna happen? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
No remorse.
They got him. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Headbutt! Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time, so it's vital to not let that happen. Big counter! Alright, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Looking to plan them with a pile driver. Player 1 overhead attack. Life lead is there. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Let's go.
Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Does a good job of pushing back. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 is brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Knockdown. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Alright, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Looking to plan them with a pile driver. The big play does it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. This target locked and scoop. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Knockdown and... At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Burnout activates. A super art traps them with a break-in. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters plant solid anti-air. Can they create an opportunity to knock them out of the air? They're going for the super art. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill.
Let's go!
It's too much. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. How will this impact things? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
That's all you got.
And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the target lock and scoop. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. The Oak looking to plant him with the pile driver. Looking for a chance. Burnout activates. Was hungry for the grab. Player 1 is dominating this match. Just goes for it at this range. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill.
Let's go!
It's too much. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Reads them. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. The big play does it. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until target locked and scoop? Not shy with the grab. Looking to plant him with the pile driver. Reads the command grab. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Hits him with a stopping body. Medium kick hits. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Player 2, they're going for the super art. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill.
Let's go!
No escaping that. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That drive impact doesn't get through. Not shy with the grab. Player 1 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Got their eye on the air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Big low reaching heavy. Gets the jump in. Will the super art connect? Spams it on the super art. Knockdown. looking to plant him with a pile driver. Gets him. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player one, they can't squander this punish counter chance. It's back with the drive attack on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Target locked and scoop. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Gets a risky buff in. Burnout activates. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill him. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the knockdown, and now the move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Reads them. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The big play does it. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Jumps up, target locked, and scoop. Player burnout activates. Scrapping it out up close. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Both fighters have a full super mix arm sway engine activation. They want to end this quick. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. No escaping that. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's the play here? Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can they outlast it? Both fighters may be looking to risk going in with an empty SA gauge so they can fill it quickly. I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. The jump in catches them. Not shy with the grab. The big play does it. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the hits them with a stop and bop. They piled up the knowledge. Now, experiencing burnout. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Goes for the level 1 super. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 in a super art? Show of force. Going on the offensive? Player brushes that off and keeps going. Oicho! They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Dangerous range hit the low. Impact squat. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super.
Let's go!
No escaping that. 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Oh, talk about overextending. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Player 2 chases them down. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. The jump in catches them. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. This match will be decided on how they manage their super arcade. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Immediate jump in. The next round delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Uses the target combo as a filler. Goes for the level 1 super. Just a super art? Show up more. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill.
Let's go!
No escaping that. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. What are they thinking here? Who's gonna make a move? Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Knockdown. Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. Was looking for that jump attack. Reads them. The big play does it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Not shy with the grab. Target locked and scoop. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Scrapping it out, crushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Click on super art. The super doesn't hit. Player going on the offensive. Gotta be careful. This is gonna hurt. Big time whip. No, this will break the KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.